in this one.
Here we go.
Clark, these teams are skilled three-point shooters.
I would not disagree with any of that, B.A. We'll see, though, which side is able to disrupt the opposing shooters. I mean, defense is going to play a role in this.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. We've got Green. Tim Hardaway is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now here's Green. Outside Hardaway. Here's Primetime. Dinwiddie passes to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jumper.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside Edwards. Pass to McLaughlin. On the wing, Forbes. Here's McLaughlin. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Primetime. Coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. Now here's Hardaway. And connects on the 9-footer.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
Pass to Forbes. Edwards against Green. Back to Forbes. Releases. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Here's McLaughlin. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. He gets it in there.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Pass to Forbes. And here's Anderson. Outside Edwards. High post Towns. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Ooh, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Prince comes in for Forbes. Now here's Finney-Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Primetime. From deep, down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound Minnesota. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. He has 7. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. There's a minute 12 left in the opening quarter. Pass to McLaughlin from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Primetime. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Powell against Reed. Towns can't get it to go.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Down low. Powell, it's good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McLaughlin. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Dallas ball.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Dallas now. Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Reed. Anderson comes in for Prince. Anthony Edwards has checked in for Rivers. And Forbes subbed in for McLaughlin. Taking a look at the Mavericks. They've got Tim Hardaway, Josh Green out there with JaVale McGee. And it's prime time in at the 4-man position. Anderson gets the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He ended up with 44 points and also did a lot of damage from long. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Here's primetime. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist of the night. Pass to Forbes. Back to Edwards. On the wing, Forbes. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's primetime. The 3 is up. And the Mavericks, another 3. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B, I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
Edwards against Hardaway. Anderson for 3. Mavericks with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Prince is checked in for Minnesota. McLaughlin comes in for Forbes. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Reed's checked in for Anderson. Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And Minnesota calls time here You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
There's 1:17 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Back to Prince. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Oh, no good again that time. Here's Primetime. Covered by Towns.
Right here.
To the right side. Here's Primetime. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. Outside Edwards. Towns for 3. Drills it from deep. Towns has got 7.
You know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3 ball.
And Primetime gets it to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Here's Primetime. Fires in the triple. Give him 31 now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up 25.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for the Bucks. Fans, your Timberwolves.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Dallas has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And here's Edwards. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. To the middle. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Inside, Primetime. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Forbes. And here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Primetime. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. He's got 38.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Pass to Anderson. It's deflected. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Here's Primetime. He's got 38. A nice shot by McGee. McGee's got his third basket on the night right there.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Forbes. Good D by Hardaway.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Green. Down low. Here's Primetime. And the Mavericks, another three.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Here's Anderson. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Hardaway. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. Prince is checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Rivers is subbed in for Forbes. Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Ntilikina comes in for Dinwiddie. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Rivers. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down. You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team.
Pass to Rivers. Here's McLaughlin to the paint. Prince can't hit.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Where do you think Austin Rivers developed that selflessness, Clark?
Well, I think it starts with the DNA. I mean, his dad, Doc Rivers, was a selfless, outstanding player and one of the outstanding coaches in the game today, so that's part of it. But he's also had experience playing on different teams, sitting on different benches. I think you get to realize what your strengths and weaknesses are and how you can add value to a team.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second-half lead.
4 on the clock. Lets it fly. Misses off the left iron.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Primetime. Fires from deep. Another three for Dallas.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business.